Yo, Squint Squad, what is good, guys? You already know who is. I'm messing up my intro, but you already know who it is. It's me. It's your boy Squints, and we're back with another video. And first of all, I want to shout out to Hangover Gang. Yo, you guys. Again, it's not like 1,000 subscribers, but yo, you guys have been showing out for the past couple of days. You know, kind of gave my channel like the boost that it needed. It made me feel like I could do this. I could get to 1,000 subscribers at least. And you guys have suggested all the cool Tom Holland. My bad. Tom MacDonald songs. And this is another one that we're going to be checking out today. We're going to be checking out Whiteboy. Wait, that's okay. White Boys is the one with him and Adam Calhoun. But you guys said check out Whiteboy, so I'm going to do it. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Let's not waste your time, all right? Let's go.
To the last, click of the rollie, niggas they know me. On the corner drinking a 40, spicking them honey. Grabbing my dick, kitchen for Coney. Niggas can step, get wet up like laundry. For throwing shade like a palm tree. I'm in the projects, waiting for this pissy elevator. No.
Okay.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hit my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. And Nazi.
Okay. I can see why you guys said this is like controversial, like right off the bat. But, you know, if I'm going to put in my 2 cents about that, it's like, I get what he's saying. You know, like, he has nothing to do with it. But for me personally, as like a black man, like that's like a double-edged sword, because it's like, you can't tell me to be like, oh, you shouldn't worry about that stuff. It has nothing to do with you. And it's like, yes, slavery, that it wasn't that long ago. You know, I mean, like, you know, 200 years, but people forget, like, segregation was just like 40, 50 years ago, you know? It's like, it wasn't that long ago. So to be telling us to like get over it and move on, it's like, it has nothing to do with you. It's like it still does, you know. It's like, as much as like you want to make it seem and like move forward and stuff, like I get it, but it still has stuff to do with us. But I get where he's coming from on this. It's like, you know, it's like a two-sided coin. It's like it wasn't me. You know, especially if you know you don't have those views, like you look at everyone equal, you were raised around like, you know, black people, different people. It's like, I understand where you're coming from on that.
Refuse to feel ashamed because of my pretty blue eyes. And Nazi, white supremacist. Anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively. White boy, don't say that.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's like, damn, what am I trying to say? You can't label everyone, you know, based on like, you might have like an experience with like a certain race or, you know, and it doesn't give you the grounds to like label everyone the same. Cause I feel like with every race, there's like someone you could do that to, you know, like Indians. Oh, you had a, you know, 9/11. Oh, now I hate all Arabs or all Indians, you know. White people, you know, you have the KKK. So now everyone is like KKK. All white people is this, or something happened with a black person. Now it's like, oh, all black people is like, you know, you get what I mean? It's like, you get where I'm going with it. And it can make you like frustrated when you know, like from the bottom of your heart that this ain't you. You don't even think like that, and you just get lumped into the bunch, you know?
enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say
That's, yeah, he's talking like, this is deep, because everyone goes through this, you know, in some form or manner. Like, everyone goes through this where they're painted like a certain color based off their color. you know how many times it's like, I've been in the elevator and it's like with a white lady or a white man, and it's like they look at me funny, or it's like they hug the corners of the elevator, and it's like, I don't know what they went through, you know, to why they view everyone as like that. And it's like, I'm not the person to say, oh, you should get over it, or you should, you know, everyone's not the same, get over it. It's like, I understand, like, being, what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to say anything like crazy or anything that I don't mean. It's like, but I get it. It's pretty much what I'm saying.
that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes, acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you...
Hey, yo, I don't see why they were trying to cancel him for this, you know? It ain't nothing I can do about it. You know, it's like, as much as like some people want to change like their color of the skin, or, you know, where they were born, who their parents were, it's nothing. Like, none of us chose any of this. You know, it's like, it was almost like getting into a card game, and it's just like, oh, here, this is what you got to deal with, play. You know, that's, everyone is going through it. And, you know, it's like, it makes no sense to like try to hate somebody for something they have no control over. You know, I can understand if they did something, you know, they were around something that, you know, did something to you. It's like, I get that, but like, just for being born, it's like, why? You know, I feel like everyone needs like a clean slate until they paint it with blood, you know?
Hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the rock was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis. I think they're better off dead. Now fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise.
They're not on the news and the movies, you know, like there's good in everyone, but in movies they don't tend to take like the good they see you do, and it's like it wouldn't be a movie. You know, you wouldn't have a villain. You know, on the news, it wouldn't be a news story if it was like, hey, you know, black man did this, you know, did that. White man did that. You know, it's like if you know, things that are like good, they don't tend to get much shine. And the things that are bad, like, you know, you know, think about when you know, when Trump was in office. Like, I'm not like big on talking about politics, but think about like when Trump was in office, you know, like anything that remotely resembled like KKK, and it's like that was like in your face, news this, news that, you know, like the worst image of people is what they like plaster over everything.
On our news and in movies, being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white, no say, can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies, don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
I like that. That was deep. You know, it's like what I gather from that is just like I can only speak on what I know. You know, that's why, like, if you ever listen to anything I say, I always say, like, for me or personally, you know, because that's like the only person I can speak for. You know, like if I'm white, I can only tell you from my point of view. If I'm black, I am black. You know, I can only tell you from my point of view. If I was Asian, I can only talk to you from an Asian point of view. You know, I can empathize, but you know, it's like this is me. You know, and it's like, the message is deep. You know, I don't get why they was trying to cancel him for this, because it's like he didn't really say anything wrong. You know, in my opinion, you know, he didn't say anything wrong. It's like, it's my point of view. But guys, you already know how we're going to do that. Hopefully you did enjoy that video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Hangover gang, thank you. Peace out. This freaking kid.